I'm Mike the Movie Man, and I have a Mega Movie plan. Today, I'm back with another mega topic video for you all. Today, I'm going to be talking about the 5 ways in which I would fix the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie. Yes, I'm really talking about the ways I think this movie could have been improved, because even though I liked the movie, I wanted it to be great, one of the best MCU movies of all time. And I think with some of my ideas, we could have gotten there. So without further ado, let's get started. And spoiler warning, this video is going to contain tons of spoilers for this movie, so only be here if you love them spoilers or you've already seen the movie. Now let's continue.
The nightmare begins.
Alright, so the first thing we gotta fix in this movie, where is Vision? Vision, you out there, Vision? I don't see you anywhere in this movie. Where did Vision go? Vision should have been in this movie. This was a follow-up to the WandaVision TV series. WandaVision. You need Vision in this movie. It makes no sense for Wanda just trying to go multiverse to multiverse to find her kids if she doesn't have Vision. Yeah, I get motherly. The kids are very important. But you don't think while you're looking for the kids, you could also go look for Vision while you're at it? Don't we want a complete family together here? You cared so much about Vision and WandaVision. I mean, that whole show was about Vision. I even think Vision had more of a focus than the kids in that show. And so it just mind boggles me. Why is there no Vision in this movie? Doesn't make any sense at all. And it even has been stated before, I believe, that Sam Raimi did not watch the WandaVision series. So obviously that would make sense for this movie, because we are missing that big connection there of having Vision as a certain focal point in this movie. He should have been in this movie. It would have made the movie a lot better, in my opinion, in terms of connectivity to the rest of the MCU. Because when we're leaving things out like Vision, that's when we start to crumble in this MCU universe of connectivity. It's just losing something.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
And then with there being no Vision in this movie, it leads us to an important question. Who are the kids' dad? Where is the dad in this movie? We got the kids. We got the Wandas. Who's the dad? There must be another dad? Wanda didn't just create these kids just out of her mind. Yeah, she did that in WandaVision, but no way she did that in every single multiverse. No, in this multiverse they were going to, these were real life kids, and so it makes no sense not to have a dad there. At least explain what happened to the dad. Was it a Vision? Was it another dad? Who was the dad? Was it Captain America? Was it the Incredible Hulk? Was it the Winter Soldier? I mean, there had to have been a dad, and they are not telling us who it is. This just leaves an important question. We got the kids, we got the Wanda. Where's the dad? It makes no sense. That was not explained at all. And that's where you could have easily plugged in Vision into this universe for him to be the dad. So I do not get it. Does not make any sense at all.
Well, I assure you, I'm married to a man, a human one.
Now to get into my second issue with the movie, and it was the overall pacing of this movie. And I'm not talking about the runtime of the movie, even though I would have liked the runtime a little bit longer to include more multiverse elements. I'm just talking about the runtime we got with the movie. This movie right away throws us into it, and we're like in a NASCAR race, like, woo, oh my gosh, big action sequences, visuals coming at us, full force. It's like, oh my goodness, this is a lot to take in right now. But then, once it gets to the middle, it just slows down and drags when they go visit another multiverse. It's just going so slow, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope the best stuff wasn't at the beginning. Then eventually, it does pick up in the third act, and we're just galloping along, and it's like, okay, good, we're gonna finish strong here. And so, it did pick up by the end, but just throwing us into the movie right away, I thought that was a weird choice. And because it couldn't keep up that pace, I felt like it just dragged too much for us in the middle. So it was weird. Certain scenes should have had more build up to them, and then certain scenes should have lasted a little longer. And then certain scenes should have had some breathing room as well. But just overall, how it was spaced out together as a story, to me, just didn't work. It was very jarring, slowed down, started to yawn a little bit, but then eventually we got back into it. So I don't know. To me, it was a weird pacing decisions of how the storyboard was put together for this one. I don't know. I felt like it could have been smoothed out a lot more.
We should tell him the truth.
To get into our third big issue here is going to be the underutilization of the Illuminati. When I found out the Illuminati was in this movie, I got intrigued. I wanted to learn more about them. So I thought they were going to have a big prominent role in the movie because that's what the trailer set up. But no, the Illuminati sequence was so short. It was cool though. I was excited to see all these different cameos and characters. I'm like, oh wow, that person's there. This is so awesome. I'm excited for this. But no, it goes by so quick because Wanda's just taking them out, just boom, bam, ba. I mean, it's cool visually because you get to see, wow, this Scarlet Witch is no one to mess with. Very powerful, can take out this whole team here. So I get the plot device element there. It's to show, hey, Scarlet Witch is really powerful. Don't mess with her. Yeah, I get the point of that, but to have Illuminati just serve that really quick purpose, to me, I don't like that at all. I wanted more with the Illuminati. To me, they felt like a pit stop. And how are you going to treat the Illuminati that way? Especially with all this great group of characters. Like, we finally get Professor Xavier back. Yes, the classic. And I'm like, oh, now that they're bringing this character back, let's do something really interesting with Professor X in this story. But no, it really was just for the cameo fan service moment of it. Very quick sequence. So even though it was a fun sequence, visually it was interesting, especially with all the gore effects. Very shocking, very surprising. I'm like gasping, like, oh, like that just happened. That's really intriguing. And so it gave us like a little taste of it. But if you're going to introduce an Illuminati in the movie, I want more of them. But then they're all taken out. So then it's just like, oh, well, I guess that's it of the Illuminati. Because are we going to get an Illuminati again? Maybe. But then that will still feel like, oh, wow, yeah, whatever. Just once you introduce a group of characters in a movie, it should be their shining moment to really give us something great. And it just felt like they were jobbers just to kind of be taken out against Scarlet Witch. So I get the purpose they served in the story, but I wanted them to serve a bigger purpose. And yeah, to me, they just didn't get enough chance to shine. And so trailers really misleading with it, saying, oh, like the Illuminati, I was getting hyped for it. And then it was just kind of a letdown, like, that was cool, but I wish we got more of it. Maybe they could have gone with Doctor Strange to other multiverses. That would have been cool. You know, maybe kind of just guiding them along with America Chavez. I think that would have been a lot more intriguing. But no, just very quick. A sequence where if you blinked, you went to the restroom, then you probably missed them. And I just thought the Illuminati deserved more.
Things just got out of hand.
Now to get into our fourth issue here, and this is the lack of multiverse elements and cameo elements. We did not spend a lot of times in other different universes, even though this is called Multiverse of Madness. No, I was getting mad because we weren't going to a lot of these multiverses. We just weren't going to them. We only went to about 3 of them? That's not enough when you title a movie this way. And to me, that's where the real problem is the title of this movie. You say Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Then I'm expecting more. I'm expecting us to go to a lot of different multiverses, not just go through them really quick, which that was a cool sequence in the movie to kind of get a glimpse at some of them. But it's not enough. We need to spend some time going to different ones. We just didn't have it there. And with this movie, if it did go to different ones, we could have got awesome cameos. This movie did not have enough cameos. And I'm not just for, oh, let's have cameos to have cameos. Not every movie needs tons of cameos. I get it. But when you promise us Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, then we're expecting an event level movie, a really epic movie to give us some good surprising cameos. And we really weren't surprised with a lot of cameos here. With the Illuminati, we already knew the Illuminati was going to be in this movie based off the trailers. Not only that, we already knew some of the Illuminati characters. We already knew Professor X was going to be there. We already knew Captain Carter was going to be there. So what? We got a few surprises there with like Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic Krasinski. Yeah, those were awesome, but it's not enough because they didn't even spend that much screen time with having these cameo characters. And once again, the movie's title, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I'm expecting more madness. I'm expecting for us to kind of leapfrog different universes, check them out, see different characters in each of the universes, because once again, that would serve the plot and overall message and story of the movie if we're following the title. Because then, yeah, it would feel like, yeah, we actually went through all this madness within all these universes. And yeah, that would have worked in favor of the story. So I'm not just for having cameos to have cameos. If it doesn't fit with the story, then no, don't have just cameos to say hello. Because then, yeah, that could hurt the movie story overall. And yeah, it would just be fan service. But I think with this movie here, you could have done fan service in a way with cameos that would have made sense for the story, would have made sense with the title of this movie, and would have given us more of what we were expecting and what we were hoping for as an audience. Basically, to me, this movie's title, trailers, they overpromised something here and they didn't fulfill it. And I just don't like that approach to it. I wish they would have underpromised and then we got more than what we were expecting, with it just being called like, oh, it's a Doctor Strange 2 movie. To me, that would have worked out better for the overall going movie theater experience with that one. So once again, it's just this movie let me down because it did not live up to its own title. To me, that was an issue.
You know about the multiverse.
Viz had his theories.
Now to get into our fifth and major issue we needed to fix in this movie, and that was the inclusion of these terrible post-credit scenes. Oh my goodness, these post-credit scenes were so lame. Just felt like they were tacked on as an afterthought and not really thought out. It was like, oh, what other Marvel characters do we haven't used yet? Oh, let's use Clea, but give us no context to the purpose of Clea. Why is Clea really there? It was just real quick like, hello, there's an incursion you caused, let's go. Didn't give us enough though to be like, okay, how does this fit in with the overall MCU universe? Where is this going next? You know, what's the significance of this? It just felt very rushed and just like, bleh, here's a post-credit scene for you. So to me, I didn't really care for that one, and I don't think even most people knew who Clea was, so they're probably like, what? What's going on there? Who is that character? And so, yeah, it just didn't work for me. And then the second post-credit scene, just as a funny gag with our Evil Dead Ash Williams actor here, just kind of punching himself. And then, oh, it stopped. Now it's over. I guess it might have been a funny gag to some people. To me, I did not laugh at all. I was just like, wow, I sit through all these post-credits just to get to a silly sequence at the end. Wow, you're gonna leave this movie off on a silly note like that. And yeah, it just did not work for me. And it's just like, that whole Bruce Campbell appearance anyway, to me in the movie, didn't work at all either. To me, it really wasn't that interesting of an appearance. It was just kind of like, oh, we need Bruce Campbell in here to do a cameo. Yeah, he works with Sam Raimi, so we got to plug that into every movie. And to me, it felt more out of place in this movie. And then especially to kind of double down on it and put it as a post-credit scene too, as the ending scene for the movie. It's just like, wow, really? We sat through this for a cheap, funny gag at the end. To me, it did not make me laugh, and nobody else in my theater was laughing at it. We were just like, oh, that was it? Okay. So to me, these post-credit scenes really just did not do anything for me. And to me, these are some of the worst post-credit scenes in just Marvel history at this point. To me, yeah, just such a big letdown.
He was right.
So that will do it for today's topic video on my 5 ideas for how I would have improved Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I know my ideas aren't the perfect, correct ideas, so you probably have your own thoughts. Leave those in the comments below, what ideas you agreed with, which ones you disagreed with, what are some ideas you would have thought of that could have really improved the movie that maybe I didn't even think of, or maybe you thought the movie was perfect. Let me know why in the comments below. We'll have these fun movie discussions, and then maybe Marvel will watch this video, read some of those comments, and improve their movies going forward. That's the hope.
Every night, I dream the same dream.
And if you're just discovering the channel for the very first time, make sure you subscribe right now. I'm going to get you tons of these movie topic videos in the future, more movie reviews, rankings, movie news rounded up weekly for you all, and tons of physical media content going over hauls, collections, unboxings, you name it. This is going to be your one-stop shop for all things movies and entertainment. So make sure you subscribe right now, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on that valuable entertainment.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't.
I like the video! And this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.